Men cannot even handle it that you were dating somebody and then you now tell him that you are still thinking of him. Then God will not catch you one day. Maybe you guys are getting busy. You not say, Larry.
You made that kind of silly mistake. I think one step is please don't get married until you're over your ex. However long it takes, because you're just torturing the other person. Why are you calling your husband your ex's name by and you call it a mistake? What kind of stupid mistake is that? How do you get over that person? You know the person is bad for you, blah blah blah. How do you cleanse yourself?
It's by prayer and fasting.
Do it. Hi everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of the Beyond 30 podcast with Tammy Tate, Komi Combs, and of course me, Dr. U. And as usual, we're bringing you the hits back to back. Today we thought switch things up a bit, but before I tell you, click the subscribe button if you haven't.
Yes.
If, we know those of you that have been watching us without subscribing, we see it in our analytics. Why? It's not nice. Please subscribe. Okay, we're begging. Thank you very much. Anyways, so today we're switching things up a bit. If you are a regular subscriber, you already know that we address different topics. But today we decided to do something a little different, right? We came across some controversial stories online and we thought, it would be really nice to share this with our audience and share our opinions and see what you guys think about it. So, Kome will be reading this story that we found online. Fun fact, I haven't read the story myself, so because the gist I've heard about this story is that but anyway, let's see if it's that.
Okay. So the story starts. I slept with my ex a day before my wedding. I've never told anyone this before, not even my best friend. I got married 2 years ago to a man who worshipped the ground I walked on. My husband is every woman's dream. Kind, generous, God-fearing, calm. The kind of man who won't raise his voice even if the house was on fire. But the day before our wedding, something happened that I buried deep inside me till today. My ex and I dated for 4 years. He was toxic, checked constantly, lied without blinking, but the sex was amazing. We were like fire and petrol. He showed up at my office begging for forgiveness and sex once more. I should have said no. I should have walked away, but I didn't. That night, I went to his hotel room. We talked. Then we had sex. The next morning, I cried in the shower for almost an hour. I still wore white on my wedding day. I still said my vows with a straight face. But every time my husband says he trusts me, I die a little inside. The guilt eats me up every single day. I got tested twice, I'm guessing for AIDS, just to be sure that I was okay, clean, no pregnancy. But the emotional damage is real. Now we're trying for a baby, and I feel like I don't deserve this good man. He plans breakfast in bed, gives me random gifts, even helps with house chores. And I'm carrying this secret like a stone in my chest. I keep praying for the courage to tell him, but I don't want to destroy his image of me. I don't want to lose him, but I also don't know how to keep living with this lie. My pastor asked me to tell my husband and he will counsel us together. This man is too good. Should I tell him? I want to get pregnant first before telling him, because if I'm pregnant, I'm sure he won't leave me.
This girl is confused and she's obviously from the pit of hell. Because you know when you are sick, wicked. Honestly, that I tell her such women that she's wicked. Yes. Okay. Well, as she was reading this story, my first question was, what is she going to look for in the hotel room? He came to the office to beg.
Okay, for clothes.
Not dirty closure.
She already got clothes.
You can't get closure over the phone. He came to the office to beg. Nothing happened. You now had to go to his hotel room. For what?
She was looking for sex fellowship.
Like, what was she expecting to happen? And you know, this goes back to one of the episodes we treated a few weeks back where we said, should you be friends with your ex?
Yes.
But was she friends with him?
I don't think they were actually friends, but the fact that she's why lines of communication kept on.
This is why we said, don't be friends with your ex. When doesn't want to see you to be begging, how did he know our office?
True.
After 4 years.
True.
Was she saying, okay, even if she was still in the same office, then how did she know his hotel room?
I'm even curious, like what was the distance between, like the length of time between when she had sex with him before and the wedding? She said the night before. Now, wasn't it the night before?
She said she had sex with him the night before.
Well, I think that was what the heading said. The night before.
The point is, so you know what?
There are different levels of the wickedness.
I'm telling you.
No, do you know why? Okay. The night before your wedding. There's no way. What's the word? It's pre-planned.
It's pre-planned.
She wanted
premeditated.
Yeah, she wanted to have sex with him. It's either she told herself, oh, I want to just, before the wedding.
Yeah, last so that when I get married, I can't cheat. Let me do my last kitty before I get married. It's true. That's what we were looking
of wickedness.
Yeah.
The second one is, so after she marries this guy on the wedding night, she will not sleep with this guy. That nonsense test that she said she'll go and do.
Abuse.
If he was passing anything to her, it should have passed it to her husband. That's level of wickedness.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
Then let's not even talk about the sickness.
Yes. And even the pregnancy she talked about. If she would have picked pregnancy on her husband, because even if she was pregnant and she slept with the husband the very next day, how would she know who is the father except she does DNA?
And then she now wants to lock him up.
I
This pregnancy.
I am so intrigued that Tenny is even on this. Tenny is really messy.
No, I actually don't know. When she started with you, she's from the pit of hell.
Yeah. She could relate.
Maybe she just meant she's wicked. But as I started thinking about it, I'm like, okay, the timelines, it's just no.
Especially when you say he's a good man, he's a kind man, he hasn't done anything, he worships the ground. Sometimes that's why they said some women, they like bad guys or bad men. Yeah. Because you see a guy that is perfect, he's no stress, you're not going to create problem for yourself. Like, why?
So, what's my opinion? I'm trying to be nice today, you guys. That's why I'm allowing them to speak. Yeah. But I think that she has no business marrying this. She had no business marrying this guy. Because from everything she has said, you can tell that she's not in love with him. She's just taking advantage of his being good. Like, because she even described the other guy as they get on like fire and
petrol.
Like that's
still describing your ex like that at this time. Why you not marry your fire and petrol? Yeah.
Yes, even in the midst of her she's still describing him as well. So she had no business marrying this guy. She's just an opportunity.
It's just like that movie guys made me watch After 30.
Yeah.
That was how her and her ex were too. Yeah. Even after, was it 5 years or 6 years that they had not seen each other? When they saw each other again, the same thing. And she too, is it hotel room? How did she even come for the ex again? And
the guy came. Was the guy that came for
I can't even remember.
I remember watching that movie with like, this girl is a donso.
Yeah.
Like, did they hit your head on the floor?
Yeah.
Because although I think the guy has feelings for her, but the guy himself, like, you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who cannot make up his mind that you are what I want. Why is it every time you're about to get married, he suddenly shows like a demon? No. Like for me, I think he's just enjoying the excitement of pursuing. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also destroying some people's lives, because that's like, if you're always showing up when the person is about to get that's like destroying people's because there was any village school.
Do you think that they are village people? Like honestly, so you see this girl, she's a wicked person, but apart from that, she's also an opportunist. For her, she's like, okay, she knows that this her person that she really loves is toxic, so she doesn't want to marry him. But are you joking? They're trying for a baby. It's only a matter of time before she cheats again.
No. In fact, that she even said she wants to wait to get pregnant before she tells you. Very strategic, very calculative. She knows what she's doing. So that, okay, let me use pregnancy to tie. When I'm carrying his child, it'll be difficult for him to kick me out. But right now, it's easy. There's nothing holding us together. But when there's a child involved, it will be more in her mind. But there are some men, they'll be like, give me my child, give me going. So
Are you sure she doesn't? Okay, we know that she doesn't love the guy. We know she doesn't love somebody.
She doesn't even sound like she loves him.
Yeah.
If you are feeling guilty about something, your first thought will be, and I love him so much. In this description, she did not mention anything like she loves him, like she really feels any strong thing for him. Oh, she kept on saying he's a good guy. No, he's a good guy doesn't make him your husband. Like Juliet.
I see. Try. Well, that's so sad.
I feel like that guy should just find out. That's going to be the sweetest.
And then his goodness should just not go up because we don't want you to be good now. You're normally a good
Yeah.
but don't be good.
Yeah, because some of those guys, they will say some men, when they say, "Oh, men don't forgive cheating," most men don't, but it depends on the scenario. If people don't know about the cheating, it's easier for them to forgive. But when the cheating is out in the open, then they're not going to forgive it. So that guy might be like, "Okay, nobody knows about this. Let's keep it between us. I forgive you," because he's such a good guy, right? So he might actually end up even forgiving her because of the way she's describing. He's like, And another thing might be that maybe that good guy, like how we said when we were talking about choosing life partners and how that some people just settle. Now, even though he was a great guy, she probably settled, like it wasn't her type, but he felt this one will make a good husband. He worshipped the ground and I rock. So let me just. But deep down, that's not what she actually wants.
She wants bad.
She wants, the bad boy excitement. Yeah.
She wants.
But yeah.
Unfortunately, you guys, I didn't even get started.
Get started.
As in, I'm getting angry. Yeah. I'm getting angry because look, there are very few good men. Right? And then the one you now find, why did you marry him if you know you want him?
Yeah. She'd have left him for someone else that would treat him better.
That's circle that deserve him. Leave him for somebody that will worship the ground he was on.
Yeah. But then again, some of those men, they will see someone that worship the ground, they work on it. They'll go and choose the bad girl like this one. Because that's just.
There was this thing, can't remember who told me. They're like, marry somebody who loves you more than you love them.
Ooh, are you talking about the guy or the girl?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
But they are talking to, see, whether you're a girl, whether you're a guy. Marry somebody who loves you more than you love them. So I didn't take it seriously, but actually, you really think about it. There's so many people who end up marrying people like, I know she loves me. Let me just marry her. She will worship the ground I walk on, and then I can do anything.
Whatever.
So they don't have that emotional investment. That's this girl.
Yes.
Sure. That's what it is.
She doesn't have the emotional. Like, see how she's so strategic in planning confession. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So you have been living with this man in the same house. You've been having sex with him in the same house. For
I guess so that
Yeah.
and you have this secret.
It's even also the timing of the secret just before a wedding. Now, you knew I get married to this person the next day. And you still cheated with your ex. Knowing fully well that in less than 24 hours, you're going to get married to this guy.
And she said her vows with a straight face.
Now you see why I tell you from pit of hair.
No, it was sincere all along. For me, I'm not even really concerned about her being as wicked. I'm more concerned about her being
Not
like
love.
just an opportunist.
Right.
Right? I won't be surprised that guy is also well suited.
Yeah, he's probably rich. So.
He probably has more money than
More stable.
Yeah, probably more stable because of how she's describing that he does breakfast in bed. It's somebody that is not broke that would be thinking.
That's true. That's true.
So,
But that part, like she said, the ex came begging and asking for what? What was it?
For sex.
And sex.
So that one to add the F1 she
But
had the F1
obviously the guy probably knows that he has that.
Yes. But it's not a problem if your ex still has that kind of roots over
It's
him.
not a problem because there's nothing you can do. It's emotional. There's nothing you can do. It's not like you're going to brainwash.
Your ex has an old over, then you're not over the ex need. So it's a problem.
No. So I think that there's some sexual attractions that are so
Eh?
powerful.
Tell us more.
Do you see how I walk? No, honestly, I'm serious.
So maybe they just
Keep young.
I don't know whether it's chemistry. I don't know what to call it. Like the sexual attraction. That's why pastors will say don't sleep with people
Before
so that you won't
marriage.
even discover.
Yes.
But there's some people that if you make the mistake and you sleep with them, your destiny. Anywhere you see that person,
You must be
all you're thinking about is
all you are thinking about is that.
especially like if you're the one that almost every relationship you have experience in the sexual part, and then there's nobody else that has met that ex's.
that one is a problem. Because how you not cheat with that kind of person?
So that's why you should not be talking to the person in the first place. You should need the person's details and then you should lose your own too.
Because it's true, I've even seen a story like that online where even though she was married to her husband, she was still thinking of the ex, thinks of the ex. And even when she's sleeping with her husband, she's still thinking about it.
There's one husband who
Yes. So why are you even married to them? Why are you deceiving
If you don't know, everybody gets married for sex, right? Sure. Most people get married because they want to settle down, they want to have kids.
I know. But if you are still thinking about the person, then why are you with someone else? Why are you not with that person?
And because the person is probably not okay.
And then why are you not thinking about someone that's not okay?
Sex has white and black, as Femi is saying.
Yeah.
So my own opinion is you may have great sex with somebody, does not mean you love the person.
Another angle.
Okay. Does not mean you love the person, or does not mean, because the way I used to think about it is there's no way you could have dated somebody 4 years and you say you do not have a level of love for that person. It doesn't have to be the same kind of love that you had for your husband, or you might not even love your husband. That's a different topic. But there's no way you will say you do not love that person emotionally and still have sex with the person.
There's some people that they don't even. Yeah, I'm looking at some people that they don't even.
That was not relationship. Then you never had. Then you don't need a relationship.
No, but they were in a relationship. It's just that the relationship was more sexual. And then it also depends on the stage of life you are. If at that stage, both of them were not thinking of marriage, it was just for fun. There are people like that. They are dating and there's no real love. I love you, I can die for you. No. But they have
Doesn't have to be that I can die for.
I know, I get what you're saying, but as in there's no love is patient, love is no love, sha. Just like, I get where comment is coming from. So there are people like that. There are actually people like that.
I used to imagine it in this side.
Yeah.
Like happens. Wait. Again. So upbringing, is different. Most of the time when you watch the movies from this side, there's that depiction of like I can just wake up and I scroll and I see somebody, I'm like, I just want to have sex with that.
No. She's not saying it to be like one night and have sex with someone. You're actually dating relationship. It's not love, it's just attraction. Have you heard of lust and infatuation?
But like
It's different from love.
but there's no way somebody will not catch feelings in that kind
The
of
feelings you are catching is not love.
Okay,
It's just lust, it's infatuation.
Okay.
You're attracted, but you don't love the person.
But there's
So, and you know that lust and infatuation, they fade over time.
okay. So yeah, but here's a lot of people don't know that is lust that they have. What people they think is love. What I'm saying is, okay, let's not go deep as like I can die for the person. You must have a level of feeling. Like there's a level of feelings that you.
But what we're saying is
Somebody that
these feelings originally they are fickle, they fade over time, right? So the point is, Kuma is not saying that it is just that sexual chemistry that is still drawing them together. There's no feelings anymore per se. It's
they never.
chemistry.
So for example, if this ex was more stable and obviously
Not toxic, everything.
not toxic,
She can live with the ex.
she'll probably be, but that's what I'm saying. That means she loved the
So yeah, we already established that she doesn't love her husband. You can't love your husband. I'm thinking about your ex.
She loves the ex, right?
You could put it. It depends on the definition of love, though. Okay, let's put it that way. She's more attracted to the ex than she is to her husband.
Okay, she
Yeah.
some kind of feeling of attraction.
Yes.
Because for me, it's like there's no way you will have sex with somebody without any level of feelings.
No, ma. Just as century are you coming from?
So,
Are you another set of one night stand?
I'm not talking about one night stand. Is it every relationship that they are in love?
No, it doesn't. So don't use the word.
so now,
love.
Tell me as a good that they might not be in love, but there is some form of
But
attraction.
feelings. There has to be feelings. There has to be
Butterflies.
As you're saying the feelings, my brain is doing bang, 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 bang. No. You realize that there's some relationships that are very transactional. They're very transactional.
Okay, so yeah, coming from context of maybe it was a transactional relationship.
I'm even I'm just negating our example.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, there's some relationships that are very transactional. Like it's not like they are in love. They are not even in infatuation. but they're trying to get things from each other. I think that is the marriage this girl is in, where she's only there because
The girl, yeah, in a marriage.
so she's a sucker. What's that animal that
Parasite.
man
The
just
parasite.
he's a parasite.
Yeah.
She's just there because he's giving her everything she needs. He's worshiping the ground.
Yeah.
That's a parasitic relationship.
Yeah.
That's not love. Is she not having sex
Of
with
course
him?
not. Of course not. She's probably
Is she not having sex?
she's having sex with him.
Yes.
But she must have feelings. So she must have feelings for him. It doesn't have to be love as like deep love, but for her to even care about I know she's what's the word? She's a parasite, but she probably still worries about him. Like in terms of if she tells him, what's his reaction going to be? Are you saying
That's of what is no way eating. No, there's no care about him.
so if the guy says I'm not gonna be with her, he's not gonna be
She's
with her,
not concerned about what she's going to lose.
She's not fine because she will lose out on that security, the finances, the everything she's getting from the guy.
saying this
That
girl now.
is this girl.
That's what she is already. That one, no, no two ways. Someone that will say, no, I'm not going to tell me, let me get pregnant for that. She knows what she's doing. Yeah.
She's just bed bug. She's just here to
Suck him dry.
Yeah, that's also
I agree with the fact that she's definitely practical. She just cares about what she's getting from him. But me, I just feel like a lot of relationships, like a lot of people, before they say before they commit to long term, a lot of people. I'm not saying there are people that are just super transactional, but there's no way you catch some form of feeling.
No, if you are,
I've been dating somebody for like 20.
no, you see this girl, some people are very strategic, especially people that marry people for the wrong reasons. If I'm marrying you for your money, I don't have to catch feelings. The money is the feelings. So once the money has gone, I spend money out. If you understand. So you don't have to love. Oh, that's what happens though. That's what happens. Even men do it. That's what happens.
men are even worse. Forget that we're feeling sorry.
Yeah.
This one is just the one that is catching the bullet,
Yeah.
which we don't even know what he has done in his own past, right? Because like we're not hearing the side of his side of the story. He too might have. Oh no, maybe he's
Funny, he might do his own. Do you have other kids? Yes, well, who knows? Nobody knows.
yeah. Or like she said, they're trying for a baby. Is it possible that this guy cannot even have babies? That's why his Anna is so nice. We never know, right?
Okay.
But men are worse. Like what you said about men marrying, men are more transactional
Yeah.
than their relationships than women.
I agree with that.
Like it's easier to find a woman that will catch feelings.
Yes.
Men, because he's not catching feelings.
We are thinking with their brain. They say, okay, we are friends with benefits and all whatnot. But like most times, somebody will catch. So, like,
As only the woman that will catch the feeling.
That's always women. You don't know where to draw the line. The benefit.
Eh.
okay. All right. Should we go to cookie?
Yeah, let's take some cookie jar question. Okay, since Timmy suggested.
Because I don't want to ask you guys, yeah. You know that she was not yet married when she committed this offense. So it's not like she was married, she said I do this, she went and slept to her ex. Don't think that absorbed.
Let's talk about that, because there are people that are of this. You know how you said that maybe she just said, "Let me use you if I get married." Some people feel like if I cheat on you, as long as we're not married, I've not done anything wrong.
But you're in a relationship now.
And
That's in cheating.
some people will feel like it's not grounds for divorce, as long as I not said I do.
Okay, so it's all grounds for divorce.
Because we were not married at that time.
I am not married.
It will even look very stupid.
Legally,
Legally, it will look stupid. Yeah. Imagine going to a divorce attorney to say, my wife cheated on me before we got married. Now I want to leave her. Gloria is going to be like, are you alright? Right?
Yeah.
But
That doesn't still make it right.
It doesn't make it right, because
Yeah.
what would have happened is before the marriage, if the guy knew before the marriage, he probably would have maybe thought about it again
Yeah.
and has had the opportunity to
Rethink his decision.
So I want to go ahead knowing that she's cheated and that she might probably cheat again, because all this is now she's only telling us
If that ex comes back to beg and blah, blah, blah. Yes.
or if another person
Since they are fire and petrol.
and if another person comes that's hotter than the ex. I was watching an interview by because this Jamaica recently, which Trudy, with Trudy, yeah. He had an interview with Jamaica that I watched recently. I don't know if the actual interview was recently, and he, they asked me a question around because he's been married like twice. Yeah, it's not a very public person, I think he's been able to get away with like hiding some of his stuff. And he was asking him that, okay, so like, well, he took full responsibility for why the marriages didn't work. But he also said something. He said something about like, once once a man allows his thing inside to control him, then that's how everything gets scattered. The destiny of people just
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
What is the thing inside? Is it the thing with two legs, though?
All I say is that full mouth.
Mm.
Me, it could have been his ego.
Sure.
She knew what to ask. She's not the innocent one.
This small man, once he allows the small man, now we are speaking. So once he allows the small man to control him, that's when he made like the worst decisions. A lot of people, they go for like fire. If once they succumb to fire and petrol,
Yeah.
like we say, like he said, fire and petrol, what does that mean? Everything will burn in flames. Take it literally. Like that's just trouble waiting to happen.
Okay, so can we just take a moment to
Yeah.
advise some people that might be in this situation, because apparently it's quite common where you have some eggs that you can't get over, maybe because of the sexual chemistry. How can people like this avoid temptation, or what are the steps they can take to flee from temptation if it's
Give their life to Jesus Christ. Hey, mommy, it's there to save you. I didn't see that. It is for me, like I feel like that's the most practical, because something else taking over your body is nothing other than your mind being controlled by all the things that you want in the Lord. Yeah, it's controlled by lust. It's simple. Like the only way you're able to avoid trouble in your life is if you have a greater power that you're following.
so when the guy comes, you just start saying Jesus, Jesus.
And let's just first.
So I like your own suggestion. Give your life to Christ. Like it's very important because that's the only person that can also forgive you and wash the past sin away, right? But the second part is flee from all appearance or evil. Because why do you have his phone number? Why does he have your own? Why are you chatting? Why are you following each other on social media? You now see when he will now take topless pictures,
Dreaming about
like there's some things you can do to just get yourself.
True.
And then honestly, I don't know. Go and confess.
To who?
If you have, I think you should confess.
Okay, so now from what you said, give your life to Christ, because you cannot do it alone. Okay, so if you're in that situation, give your life to Christ.
It's the one that will help you free. That's it.
Yes, so that your mind will be renewed. Okay, then two, Kome has said, now take practical steps to flee from evil. One, blocking. If you still have him, block him on Instagram, block him on Facebook, block him on TikTok, block him on the future ones that will be created. Block him everywhere. Phone. Two, his phone number, delete it. Don't just block him, delete it. So you not mistakenly call by yourself. Delete it from your phone, right? So that you don't have anything to do with him. And if you have any friends or what that keep talking about him, avoid them.
Office uncle.
So if he comes to our office, that's now the next step.
Security, please. You think that person?
You have to be. I don't know if this is easy for other people, but for me, you have to be very focused and committed to it. Because very little thing before you find yourself, your brain will not just work again. Do you get?
Yeah.
It's in the middle. It's after you've done, you'll be like, oh my God. Stories that touch. No.
Mind, yeah.
So if you work in an office that he knows where you work, you inform security. There is this particular person that no matter what, don't even bother telling me he's here. I'm not available.
Yeah.
And then after that, don't be friends with his family members, because I've seen some exes that will still be friends with the family.
If they like, she was best friends with his sister uncle.
You have
Couple that stammer.
is at the expense of your marriage now. You choose the friendship or your marriage, right? And if he mistakenly breaks through security and comes to your office, then you start shouting. So we go, yeah, to go now.
I think in general, like all those things for sure, but it's all in your mind.
Yes, so it starts from another thing is some people say
Work on your mind to let this person go.
yes, but some people also say accountability in terms of some people will say I will share this weakness with my spouse so that we can fight it together. What do you guys think about that?
I will not share.
Tell us why.
Before the thing
No, not share that. I mean, before it, not confess that. Yes, that I have this weakness with my ex. Every time I will never share. Okay, tell us.
That one I take to the grave.
Yeah.
It is between me and Jesus. And if you go to a church like MFM or CAC, you pray against cold that. Whatever is tying you to that person, that thing, it's a soul tie. Gosh, like a soul tie. Whatever is tying you to that person, you pray it out of your life. But I will not.
So tell us why.
Why I will not share? Because a lot of the times, right? Because men are very territorial. The moment you go and tell him that, oh, I'm having darkness, or I'm having whatever for this person, most of the time he can't forget it, right? And as much as he's like, oh, I love you, I'm committed to helping you and everything, you've dented something in that relationship. This is my opinion, right? Let's give you adults, like, if you've taken all the precautions, it's only if the devil is really after that person. For your village people are calling your name in the night. But if you take all the precautions, maybe you don't even live near him again. You don't see him.
What if it's someone in your workplace that you can't avoid?
You will change office.
You will quit it.
How will you change? Yes, so you will
What
change.
if you are the breadwinner of your family?
No. Hey, it's hard to change your job. Oh.
If you are the breadwinner,
It's hard.
I'm not go.
See, it's a different thing if the person is not married. Or if you are married, how will you quit your job without saying where your husband know the reason why? Yeah, what if you strange people that will go and ask for a transfer to a different job?
That's the only location.
That's the location. I think personally, you will change the job, no. Or I guess she's trying.
Then you lie that you are fired at home.
There's a way. Because actually, it's that one is only a matter. You just be in the elevator together. You'll not be looking at each other's teeny eyes. And you know the exes, they are the most useless ones because they will not let the person go. Like this demon now that gets to come and be begging somebody a date to her wedding. Did he not know she was getting married? So they don't even care. So if the person works in the office with you, that's where in the elevator, you're not be looking at you. You're not be like, "Ah, you're actually glowing. You look good. You smell good." Before you know it. So you have to change.
So now you said if you are in the shoes, you would not tell.
I won't tell.
If your husband was the one, would you want him to tell you?
So that's the thing. You know, dynamics between a man and a woman are very different. Most women are nurturing and forgiving. If a man tells me that kind of thing, I wouldn't reject him.
But you want him to tell you.
I would love to, but I mean,
If he doesn't tell you, you won't be mad.
I won't be mad. But how many men cannot even handle it that you were dating somebody and then you now tell him that you are still thinking of him. Then God will now catch you one day. Maybe you guys are getting busy. You know, say, Lori, you see, no matter that kind of thing.
Do you know that people have done it before? Oh yeah, I'm sure lots of people have done it.
I think one step is please don't get married until you're over your ex. However long it takes, because you're just torturing the other person. Why are you calling your husband your ex's name by and you call it a mistake? What are the stupid mistakes that?
We don't know what they was thinking before. I mean, I think it's possible. I'm not saying that.
No, it's not impossible. It doesn't really happen. But what is it okay? Is what we're saying. Like, you put another person through that kind of emotional trauma. Deal with your issues first.
I mean, that's the logical thing to do. But the question is, most people don't go for the logical thing.
It shows that there is no practical step that you can give someone to help them get over their ex.
But we just talked about flee from temptation, but get over. Okay, no, can we also talk about that one? Yes, because you have to get let's not forget flee temptation. We've addressed that. How do you get over that person? You know the person is bad for you, blah blah blah. How do you cleanse yourself?
Is by prayer and fasting.
What's up with that? That's the only.
It's prayer and fasting. If you try every day.
And it's not
At this point, that's what you're so tiring. There's something there. that is tying you to this person that doesn't want to leave your brain, your this and his spirit are jammed together.
Which is why they always warn you to resolve before. True. That's why they talk about it in church. Yes.
Like there's so many things involved. It's such a
Yes.
it's a big
They
connection.
used to say it in church that sex is not just physical, it's also spiritual.
Yeah.
You're taking part of that person along with you. So, and there are some people that their own spirit is
It's strong.
so you don't know. I know.
I don't even think about it.
Honestly. Like, okay, you know what? There was this movie I saw a long time ago. I don't know if you guys are ready for this.
Yeah.
There was a movie, I don't know if it was a Mount Zion or anything, but basically how they were trying to explain it is that when you have sex with somebody, if that person has like, first of all, it's a melding of souls. Like that's why the Bible says two shall become one. It's not like they gum each other now. It's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
So in the movie, basically, it was now a case of everywhere they go, they're actually going together because they are now one. So if you like, go and marry somebody else. So basically, they're now saying that that's why they say don't also have multiple partners. Because you take demons from this one,
Again?
you take demons from that one, you add all of them together. How will the person's life be straight?
Lie. It will not.
People, so a lot of people don't believe this,
Yeah.
but I actually do. I believe.
I believe it too. So I mean that's the only other way. If you've tried flee, you've tried everything else, you can't get over this person.
Then go for deliverance. 100%.
Simple.
Look at them.
For our Muslim African or North audience, if I know even more Picasso, Google it. There are different types of deliverances. If you're it's not just African thing. It's not even like in Africa. It's not everybody that does deliverance down there. Some people no, but like the average African knows what deliverance is. She's trying to say if you're not African, you don't know what like, deliverance is. It's basically when you're trying to cast out the demon.
Yes.
See, there it goes. Very similar to exorcism. That's basically what exercise yourself off of not be pregnant. Leave me alone. Yeah, I release myself from you in Jesus' name. This is like talking matter for that thing because but it is it's important. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Oh, you know we didn't even talk about the pastor at all.
Oh, that's what I should tell the.
This question says, is her pastor right? Should she tell him now or is the timing her choice? First of all, the pastor that knows, I guess it's not the pastor. Could have been pastor that joined them, Sha. Because that guy is gangster too. You knew and you still went time to join them. Okay, it was after, not before. So now when the pastor knew the pastor like go and restitute, so you have to tell your husband. So is her pastor right? Of course, the pastor is right that she should tell him now. I think she should tell him and damn the consequences. But again, if she's a parasite, she's probably going to think about it.
Just give me a smart skill. Can I explain why?
He's asking.
Is it not better to tell him when you don't have any responsibility, you don't have any baggage, so that if he says, "Oh, I'm walking away," and see you're still a sexy mama, you pack yourself together and you move on. You have any? Try if you have a baby, and that's when he'll now decide, like, okay,
You don't understand. You see that child thing? No, she's going to use him as baby mama. At least if I have his child, you shall be paying child support. I won't lose out. Remember, she's there for the benefit.
She's not there for it.
It's not smart because as a single,
Yes, that's
What if
she's
she
not
don't find
a
a
guy
man
that
like
is rich
this?
like that.
yeah, that's what she.
That's all she's doing. She's carrying her tail, not the guy. You know that she just wants, yes. The economy is that.
So for me, I feel like it's easier to find a rich.
No, it's not that easy that you come and very short, but that wants you. She knows that the guy will not. No, you don't understand. Even without the baby, the kind of girl she is, most rich hot men will not want her for anything apart from sex. So the one that was asking enough to get her,
Get me that sentence. Why?
you don't understand. Most girls like that, men see through. Men are very smart. They see these things. They won't marry an Olushu and keep in their house, but they will cheat with an Olushu. So the one that was stupid enough to now go and marry Olushu, she's holding it.
Why are you so dramatic? What happens? Because remember what we said.
See, they
Remember what we
said, we said she married a good guy. How many good guys are there?
good guy that worship and that would that worships and gives her bed. No, it's not that easy. It's not, and she knows it. It's why she's strategic. She knows that she's not strategic. Boys are not all church boys are good guys.
But yes, you wait until comfortable. I actually think that if she tells the guy before the baby.
Me, I think he forgive her. Not even after the baby. This guy that I'm seeing will forgive her.
No, but if I don't want her to wait until after the baby, because then the guy might just switch like, so you trapped me. Why didn't you tell me these things? Right? So instead, tell him now. I don't think he'll leave her, but if he does, you dust your 2 slippers and you go and look for another rich guy.
If she's a parasite, that's
She's a parasite. That's the thing. I won't answer to answer because that's what I gave her.
All these years was
Yes.
I feel like it's going to backfire big time if that baby comes. Because the good girls are showing her. The fact that he's a good guy does not mean that he's a dunce. Does not mean that does not mean that he does not know how to show her back.
we don't know.
He's not showing her. And this time she cannot now go because she now has baby.
No, who said she can still go with baby? It's just that she has more responsibility on her hands.
If it's really the guy, he'll probably care for him.
He'll give her child support
Money. Look,
Maybe what she think.
yeah,
Yeah, it's her show.
Please,
Please, though. I don't mean that. I meant OS. Okay.
what is the difference?
honestly, yeah, I can't see any good right now after reading that story. I can't see one punted about if she even said, "Oh, I really love him. I really love him. I really love him," or something. You can tell, like, you know, when people write, sometimes, like, when people talk, it's easy to say nice things, but when they write, you're really hearing what's inside them in the raw form. The fact that it was written and there was no, like, not
She mentioned
I never thought about that. I was just like,
she's a thief. Christine dream of
What that baffled me was that she walked right into the temptation because she went to his hotel room. I still can't understand the person there. She already planned. No, yes, it was really.
we have agreed it. We have agreed it. He came to the office
And met
for sex. Then to now when I don't know how long after I came to the office, between that time and the night before your wedding, you went
some
catering off to
Exactly.
you
You
carried
went.
your 2 legs
and went to his. On the night of your wedding, that you should be getting you as if or
No, but you walked to his hotel
Eh.
on the night of your wedding. What were you expecting to
or
happen?
even spring. Can I point something out?
Yeah.
That also tells you the kind of home she's from. Was she able to spend the night with somebody?
and nobody found her wedding night.
Except for her wedding. That means her friends have that. Like they don't also have a hold on her.
Oh, you know what? It doesn't even have to be father and mother because think about it. Like when we plan weddings, do you see your parents the night before?
His friends, yeah, he's married a friend. No, like my wedding, I stayed in a hotel with my bridesmaids.
Yeah.
My parents stayed at home, so they now came the next time. So it's probably that you're now with your parents.
So most people, most people have their friends
To be your friends.
around them. It's different. What kind of friends
Friends
does
does she have?
Because they, first of all, they must know about this ex.
Yes.
Second of all, there's no way there's one person, unless she really says if she's a real loner in this world, then that the guy should have even taken that as a bad, what do you call it? Bad red flag.
That she doesn't have one friend.
Yeah, that she doesn't have one friend. Like, there's so many factors here because, like, for you to make that level of mistake a night before your wedding, I'm sorry, unless, of course, it was properly planned by her, where all these people around her, and she found some 1 hour in between to quickly go and commit this.
No, because the story said that the next morning she was crying in the shower and then she still had sex with him again.
This 2 times. No.
That's what we read.
No, it's only once. No, it's only before the wedding. Nah.
Yes, please double check. Yeah, it's like this, man. We need to double check. It's like schoolwork.
No, I think it's just the night before the wedding. I think it's just the night before the wedding.
Just the night before the wedding.
Then the next morning she cried.
He shower in her own hotel room or wherever. Why did this happen? Why did I do this?
Some spirit consumed her.
Yeah, this percent. Can you truly love someone and still betray them this way?
No.
Yes, you can actually. Yes,
I guess if you don't take the right,
no, you can. Unless you don't take the right precautions, you can't. You might love somebody you might be committed to the person. That is why there's this scripture. He that stands, let him watch himself, lest he fall. It can
Okay, it makes sense. I see this as a wildfire with this Bible, the Bible verses, because people need.
No, come here. I'm trying to understand. No, I don't understand. So you please explain. I love you. Like I'm committed to you. I can die for you. And then
No. You're thinking about it very logically, okay? You're thinking about it like as a logical somebody. If you're somebody who makes bad decisions, you constantly are used to making bad decisions. You're not thinking through things that you're doing. For example, if you stay friends with your ex, right? It doesn't mean you don't love your husband. You stay friends with your ex, and one day something happened. Maybe you fight with your husband. Doesn't mean you don't love your husband. Fight your husband, you'll find yourself chatting with your ex, and your ex takes the opportunity to groom your brain.
there is a process. All these things you're saying is a process. Not so all these things, and I stand on what I said in few episodes back. Sure, when we just started this podcast. You can't tell me cheating was a mistake. You cannot tell me it was a mistake. You knew what you were doing.
Because sometimes people's spirits like
I can get the process of
body.
you chatted, you are vulnerable, all this. But at the point where you were taking off your pants.
You still did not think about it. You still didn't think about it. No. Let's see.
the way it happens. Let's give this young lady a benefit of the doubt. She's a very stupid girl. But there are even some people that they have too much confidence in their self-control.
The man or the woman.
Either way, anyway. So they have too much confidence in their self-control. Why is it that in so many churches they will say men and women shouldn't spend time together if they are not married? It's because you would think that I am the most holy. And then she might have even gone to the hotel room thinking that we're just going to talk. Next thing he looks at her. She looks at him.
She's no more thinking.
Her brain
She's no more there.
has gone out the window.
They're no more there. When you're talking about removing, they're not even aware of the fact that something is coming there.
Who told you to remove?
Yeah, she said it. Don't need for removal.
Who did they remove?
At the point when it was shifting.
You didn't know.
They have gone.
Hey, but if you not love somebody,
No, you're not thinking about that person at all.
so that means
That one you see, that's dancing after the fact.
I'm thinking if you love somebody, let me even say, okay, you guys want to say it was a mistake. If the person tried to come close to you and took off your bra or tried to kiss you and you just didn't want, you can say it was a mistake. But the point where you're now returning it, are you still making a mistake?
So you're confusing love and emotional, like, I don't know. Some people, they experience strong emotions that I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's almost it's like a drug. Yeah, it's almost like you can't control, like, not everybody can control their minds the way you're thinking about it. In fact, most people, a good number of people,
In the back of their brain, something might be saying, you need to stop, but
yeah, but
it's like
there's nothing, it's like you're handicapped.
see at that point they're on the motorway at 100 kilometers an hour.
Because I feel like if you went all the way, then you probably wanted it.
Not everybody. So yes, I like that's what we will jump to. But some people just feel like I'm strong, I can handle it. Especially men. Is men are like, what does she want to do? Then the next thing the woman will just come. That's why those things we see in movies, do we think they're making it up?
I know. So okay, I can handle it. So at the point where you now realize that she's on top of you, are you trying to tell me that you cannot push her away and
Some people end up coming back to their senses maybe when if they realize it, if only if.
so that
Or there are lots of people that don't get to
so that means if you don't come to your senses, it means that you deliberately switch off a button in your head. Yes. I what it must be. Because how do you want to enjoy it? Knowing that there's somebody you love that's going to be hurt by what you are doing. How do you want to enjoy it? So you switch off that button for that person and you're just focused on what.
Do you know it's because when we use love, we're saying it's almost like you're thinking that every time you are loving this person.
No, not every time you are loved.
Okay, because most times when picking cheats, especially if you didn't do it, like if you love somebody else, like you're with your husband, most times when people cheat is out of vulnerability. They've gotten themselves vulnerable to that point with another person. For example, maybe they're fighting with their spouse in the moment.
So that means that you are saying there has to be something wrong with the relationship with the spouse.
All the time.
Well, most times, most for it to not be premeditated, I feel like you have to.
I feel like that's the only time maybe I can imagine.
Yeah, like it must be that they are thinking about your husband at all.
Because and you guys are not spoken or yeah.
Girls wish. I hate to be the devil's advocate,
Mhm.
but you realize that that's why with the ex, that's why they say don't stay in contact with your ex because you love your partner, but a lot of relationships didn't end because you hate your ex. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It didn't end because I can't stand his sight. It ended because maybe you're like, I can't marry this guy. He's not good for me. That is logic. That is not emotion. I don't know if you're getting it.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
in the heat of the moment, your brain, the one that said that I cannot be with him, he is not good for me, he's toxic. All those ones are English language. That brain got to switch off. It is now the emotion that is remaining. And that's why they say the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
At that point, all you are thinking of is the instant gratification
What you want to get.
that you want to get.
So that means that we have a lot of people walking around married to people while they still have feelings for some other people. Is that not crazy?
No,
Then why you married to the person?
You are taking your personality.
It's just about convenience for you, wealth. But in the reality, if not for that whatever that you thought was not good enough in that guy, you would actually want to be married to the other guy.
Not necessarily. It might not be that you want to be married to that guy, but you have emotional connection with
That's the point. You have emotional content, but the only reason you think guys, yes, that's the only reason you're not with him. You'd rather be married to him now.
But why is he thinking another case? It's not a rather case. Is if there were everything was okay with that guy, you may not have even met this your spouse because you would have been there.
Exactly.
So I think it's very complicated. It's straight already because very complicated. But I understand that that's why they say don't be connected. And it's what you are talking about is that in a moment of vulnerability, something. The ones I don't understand are those ones that do one night stands. You went to a bar to drink. That one and then all of a sudden you pick some that part.
doesn't make sense.
As you guys said that was like physical like attraction. Like people who have that a lot.
No.
Those ones,
Just special.
I feel like those ones they are calling them from the bottom of
Yes,
the
yes. This one's it has to be level of indiscipline even for guys to do that.
How?
Yeah.
Like you just go to the bar.
Yeah.
One daily
Yes. Those
That Timon on a date. Oh.
Yeah.
You met coincidentally at
Yeah.
the bar.
Yeah.
And this girl just looks at you, smiles, blinks eye lunch, and the next thing, yipo. How did this happen, sir? You don't even know her. It's also yeah.
And that one is a different level entirely. This one's hard too. Okay. So, does the fact that the ex was toxic but sexually fulfilling say more about her guilt or her unresolved attraction?
I feel like first of all, the reason she's feeling guilt is because she enjoyed it too much. If it was rubber sex, you'd not be feeling this bad. I don't know if you guys see where I'm coming from. Like and he also I'm suspecting that maybe her husband is also not good in bed.
That could be.
No, maybe not that he's up in the bed, but he's not as good as the ex. Can she like to train him up because she has to do something about it? Otherwise, she's going to cheat again.
Well, you're saying she's going to. You don't know. She might have already because think about it. All this petrol and fire talk.
Because the way she described it, I think petrol and fire must always catch. There's no time you put petrol and fire and to not catch. So what she's in line that we see ourselves like this.
Wait, it must happen. So it does it mean that she has not seen her ex since she got married?
Might be they have not seen each other, but if she's with him, she think
Should they, if the sex with the husband is not good,
Especially
or if it's basic, sure, you know, part of these things is like the experience. You know, we were talking the other day about sexual compatibility, right? It's like if you're very experienced sexually and you've seen all kinds, you've experienced it, you don't gonna marry somebody who's basic, you are never going to be satisfied. You just will never, right? Whereas the other, what do you call it? The husband might have his own, like, for him, if he marries somebody who doesn't have any experience or has the same level of experience that works for him, they're sexually compatible, they're good, everything's fine. You know?
But if you marry someone that is basic, you need to level the person up. Like
most people don't get to that level of communication in marriage.
That's the thing. So then we now have to be communicating, don't we?
Most people don't get to that level of communication, or some people get to that level of communication, but the spouse cannot think about doing some things.
Honestly, so it's not, sometimes you might be in a situation where you're trying to train the person up, but like Temi said,
The train is not.
the train is not getting anywhere. But why? I just
Is it that they're not willing?
It's not about willingness. So there's there are lots of different ways people get sexually satisfied, right? Not everybody is down for different people's level of that. I don't want to be too explicit. You know what I mean? It's not everybody that you would say, I want this, and they will immediately like, I'm giving it to you. No. Some people are just going to be like, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to do that. Simple. What do you do?
So, except it's something that is life-threatening or that can be detrimental to your health, like now, I never subscribe for anyone to do that because you face the consequences by yourself. But if it's something that is life-threatening, that is detrimental to your health, I feel like you should be open to exploring with your spouse.
Well, most people are not to that level the way you're thinking.
okay. Let me give you a cultural context. So a lot of women, when they're getting married, they pretend to their husbands that they are so holy. When they get into the marriage, you cannot go from holy to you cannot switch it up that quickly. So eventually, many of them keep pretending for a long time because you want this guy to believe that you are like what she said. It will change his image of me. So what image did you sell to him? That you are holy. Right? So that's the problem. Now, how do you want to, that same sister that's been doing like, oh my God, stop it. How do you now want to train him?
If the husband is asking, okay, how do you want to train? Okay, I tried to say, so he thinks she's holy, but she's looking for fire. And he's playing on the holy, the good boy. Okay, so how can she now be telling her, no, you're supposed to do this? He will be like, that's the mama.
Mom, God knows what she even told me before they got married. Maybe he never even told him about the ex. Maybe she bought the left,
Those kind of marriages. Like, okay, even if you're not a virgin, but maybe she said she's born again, all those lift your hands up and pray, and then when they get in a relationship, she's not coming out to say, this is who I am. Then they now get married, and the guy is doing vanilla all the time.
yes.
And she wants Akarodo. How do you want to explain to the man that, please, sir, I want you to fling me up, fling me down? And she's like, that, you know, that's me. I can't.
So you can say,
That's why it's a cultural
I
context.
stumbled across something on Twitter because Twitter normally has all these things. So I just told maybe we should try. I am sharing the video and I say, well, because if you go and bring a porn site, they'll be like, But if you say something on Twitter, I just went on my time now and I thought it was quite interesting. Can we try this out? So that way,
Stumbled on one book.
yeah.
Even my eyes wanted to photo.
See, so people can really stumble on stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Now, the problem is that it depends on who the guy is, right? I'm not talking of their own situation, but generally it depends on who the guy is. There's some guys that in their mind, they feel like if you're a good girl, you shouldn't be sexual.
Then they're not going to cheat with the sexual one.
You shouldn't be that sexual. Or they may never cheat. Like, do you understand my point? There's some people that have
Part of their own like spirituality and their own, it's like part of their.
I remember there was this thing that happened at my former church. This was in London. They had a Valentine's Day like event, basically. Only husbands and wives. And then during it, as we were eating and drinking, they now said, oh, people should ask questions, but so that people can feel comfortable to ask questions, that they should write it down and put it anonymously. That's when you will know that there is a lot of craziness happening in the church, because there were now women, you will know it's a woman, asking that my husband doesn't give head. I don't know what to do about it. I'm afraid to suggest it, like push the subject because he would think I'm not holy. Pastor, please help. Right? You start hearing those kind of questions. So that is the reality of a lot of marriages.
Especially like if you're married to a good guy, it's not. They're not thinking about it.
Your husband also give you. Does he collect? Because if he's collecting, he's tit for tat. That's
I don't think she's probably giving him either.
Then she can't complain. But if she's giving him, there's a
But
problem.
that's why she thinks the sex with the ex
Is better. Yeah.
they're on a different level.
She's free with that guy.
So that kind of stuff, don't we recommend therapy for them? If you can't speak directly to your husband, speak to a therapist that can speak, and then the therapist will not do like it's coming from you.
Maybe it's a what?
So it'll be like a general suggestion.
Sexual.
Oh, they have a lot now. Even online, you see them. There are a lot now. Yeah, yeah. Because it's a big issue that people don't talk about.
Yeah.
So they have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We've spent so long. Let's pick a question for the audience. Even the paper doesn't want to. Okay. Is it ever okay to withhold this kind of truth to protect your marriage?
Which marriage are you protective?
Yes, now you don't want to lose your marriage because if your spouse finds out,
There's no marriage there, no?
because if she tells him, you might be like, pack your bag and go. Hence why she's waiting to have a kid. So is it okay? Is it okay to withhold the truth? Is it okay? Just because you're protecting your marriage. Yeah.
Yes.
Is it okay? What do you think? I mean, if the justification is that I did it to protect my marriage, is it justified if she doesn't tell the spouse? Let us know in the comment section. Respond though. I'm waiting for your comments. Till we meet again, same time next week. Bye.